Just a heads up, the One Piece anime has been delayed, so I will try to substitute those reactions with One Piece discussion videos or One Piece related things. So enjoy today's video, and if you enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe, because I see a lot of you watching in my analytics but aren't subbed. So why not just hit that sub button? It's free. Anyways, enjoy the video. It's safe to say the last two One Piece arcs have been keen on showing one thing, which is just how much Luffy has left to learn. It's no secret Haki has different levels to it, especially concerning armament and observation Haki. The Whole Cake Island arc showed everyone's favorite son facing our Straw Hat Captain in a battle that emphasized observation Haki. The Wano Kuni arc has been showing us just how much Luffy has left to learn when it comes to armament Haki, which led me to the question of today's video. Has Luffy mastered Force? Haki itself has multiple levels when it comes to usage. Some users have the bare bones level 1 Haki, while others are multiple tiers above level 1. For example, we have Virgo, Katakuri, Big Mom, Rayleigh, and you can pretty much assume any character that has experience, or one of the 4 emperors, or even admirals, have high tier Haki. Like I mentioned before, Oda very obviously used the Luffy vs Katakuri fight to further progress Luffy's abilities. Through that fight, not only did we see future sight through observation Haki when it came to Katakuri, but we also saw his high tier armament Haki when it comes to fighting. His armament Haki was so strong that when Luffy collided with it, his hands would turn blistering red and swell up in base form and his Gear 4 Snake Man form. Through fighting, it pushed and evolved Luffy's observation Haki, just like Rayleigh said to Luffy during his training 2 years prior. Which brings me to Wano. Luffy displayed future sight in his imprisonment Udon in chapter 949 against Chief Warden Babanuki. Can we just take a second to appreciate how epic that moment was? Like, come on now. Not only did Luffy's observation Haki level, but he was also getting coached by Old Man Hyo, which taught him the ability to destroy enemies and objects from within, as well as being able to essentially shoot out Haki Ki Blast, which it's like no joke, that's crazy. The fact that Luffy leveled up after Whole Cake and continued to even level up his armament Haki in Wano, this is where I got the idea that maybe Luffy already mastered 4th gear. 4th gear, as we all know, is heavily reliant on armament Haki and elasticity. The only drawback Luffy has is the fact that he can't use Haki afterwards, because Oda himself wrote in volume 89 of the manga that, and I quote, 4th gear does not render Luffy immobile, and that he would have moved on his own in Dressrosa if he hadn't encountered his allies and decided to reserve his strength. This was proven furthermore in the fight against Katakuri after he went Gear 4 Bound Man, and then he just ran away afterwards for the 10 minutes that he needed, and then he came back to the murder world. He wasn't gassed, he wasn't anything, he ran away and then he came back. Because of the normalization of 4th gear, I have come to the conclusion that Luffy has become more adept at using 4th gear, so much so that he used it in a combo attack to sink a beast pirate ship and return to normal, when he could have easily just used a 3rd gear attack after launching himself in the air. Let's keep in mind that Luffy was also training in 4th gear with his King Kong gun, while also incorporating the Haki explosion, is what I'll refer to it as. So that's another factor when it comes to him mastering that 4th gear ability. So in conclusion, Luffy has started normalizing his use of 4th gear by using it more frequently, which is very similar to how he started to normalize the use of 2nd gear and 3rd gear post time skip. The concentration on armament Haki in Wano and structure of One Piece is hinting at the fact that Luffy has mastered 4th gear, or even developed a new gear entirely based around his Haki explosion. The way I see it, we're about to see some crazy stuff on some Dragon Ball Z level stuff, because all the armament Haki techniques that Luffy has learned, he's going to incorporate into his 4th gear, whether it's going to be a new form. Like, you know how he has Bound Man, Tank Man, Snake Man, whether he has a gorilla form or something like that. We don't know what he has now, if he has a new gear or not, but we're going to see something crazy, especially the fact that he can shoot essentially Ki Blast from his hands and destroy things from the inside. Because we all know 4th gear has the physical power to defeat almost anybody. The only thing he was lacking was just more experience and more knowledge of how to use armament haki, which is why his 4th gear will become even deadlier, and he might not even need a 5th gear, because the more he develops his armament haki, the more dangerous 4th gear will become. At any rate, we'll just have to wait and see. Do you guys think Luffy has mastered 4th gear, or will he get an entirely new gear to initiate Luffy's new abilities and powers? Make sure you leave a comment down below with your thoughts, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more One Piece reactions, reviews, and discussions. Take care, everyone.